Hola mi gente, and welcome back to Chester Hill Cultura, your go-to podcast for everything pop culture, community, and college life. Always with a touch of Latino flavor. I'm your host, JP, and we're diving into the controversial topic of what is going on in politics and why it's important more than ever to speak out and talk about it with my special guest, Jasmine.
Hey guys, I've seen you guys here before. Just on a different platform.
Yeah, you work on the news team, so
I'm not on the green screen today, so.
This is something new.
No, as soon as JP asked me to be here, I was like, oh, I'm here. We're talking about politics? Oh, I'm here.
Yes, especially what's going on now.
I know for a fact we both have some things to say.
Yeah, it's a lot. So this whole political landscape is really shifting fast with the whole, the government says they want to improve healthcare and education and workplaces, but at the same time, they're literally bringing back discrimination in the workplace. They're taking healthcare providers and they're taking they're trying to shut down educational departments. And it's really frustrating. I don't know if you feel the same.
Yeah, no, these are serious issues. I know as soon as Trump was elected, personally I was scared too because he wanted to get rid of Obamacare. Obamacare was something that really helped people who can't afford, because let's be real, we live in America, so there are so many people out there who need help buying things. They don't make a lot of money like that, and unfortunately healthcare isn't a human right here in America. It's not, and you have to pay money to save your life.
Yes, you basically have to pay money to make sure that you're able to go to the hospital or get the medicine that you need.
Hey, if you want to live, you have to pay for this though. Here's some medicine.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
As well as the whole DIY programs and the whole diversity, equity, and inclusion. They're trying to get rid of that too. That's scary.
That's
I know for us being Latinos trying to get a job, that's scarier than ever just trying to apply for a job.
Yeah, and I know a lot of companies. I know Target. I love Target, but Target. I don't know if you heard that came out with they're not doing DEI anymore.
Yeah.
Or I don't know. It's.
And the whole other companies.
And they've lost. I'm so sorry to cut you off. And they've already lost billions.
Yes.
I think. And I know Walmart too. They've noticed that people are not going in. The last 2 weeks, there have been a serious low of people coming into Walmart, which is crazy too.
As well as other companies, literally the IRS dropping almost 500 employees.
And Trump wanted to give jobs, and so many jobs have been lost already. So that doesn't say something already. I don't know what will.
Literally in the state of Pennsylvania, in Philadelphia, it's been almost 500 cases of people in the IRS here in the city that lost their jobs 2 weeks ago at the latest.
And that is so sad. That's the end of them being able to make money for their families.
As well as it doesn't help that our prices are going up due to the whole economic
Yeah, no, it is. It is definitely crazy. And I know even here I've seen gas prices rise a little bit, but I'm from California, so the gas prices I see here are like I see them at home anyways. Our gas prices, no, here I think the least I've seen is $2.90. I've seen 307.
Yeah, but that's rare. That's rare.
Yeah.
It's rare.
No, yeah. Ours are $4.50, almost $6, or almost, $5.
At the same time, it's this whole thing of I get it, and then it's I just don't like it when older people are telling us oh, well, you should get a job, you should try to live life in your early 20s and stuff. We can't barely live our early 20s because we're struggling to survive.
To buy
the basic necessities.
Yeah, I can't even buy ourselves new shoes.
No, I can't even buy groceries.
Yeah, groceries.
Like literally groceries be almost $300
Being
now.
a college student too.
Yes,
Ooh.
it's a struggle.
And I know you guys understand the struggle.
Oh, especially when it comes to they want to like cut FAFSA and all these like.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, that's a whole other thing. Again, as soon as he was elected, I was like, oh my gosh, like, yeah, we might be out of college soon, but what about the younger kids coming
Yeah.
in? Like, my sister is 16 years old.
Like I
how's that even
understand.
gonna work?
My little sister is about to be 13, but like her school is already like she's already thinking about colleges and stuff. Like
Of course, yeah.
so, as well as just this frustrates me because I know so many people who work in the education field trying to shut down the educational department. How are we supposed to teach the newer generation of kids after us if you shut down the education of department?
Or just even them being able to teach like the past about like
Yes.
slaves and
Like they want to.
like they want to take all that away too. They want to ban books. They actually have banned books.
No, they
in
banned
certain
books.
states.
Yes,
in what,
they
Florida?
did.
Florida, I
But
think they
some of the
banned
books that are being banned, but then other books are getting praised, but other books are way more like messed up than the books that are banned. It's
Wasn't, am I wrong? Anne Frank, was that one of
Yes.
them? They try to ban, like, why are we trying to ban that? Like,
Like-
are we serious?
yes.
Are we serious?
Like it's something. As well as like the laws to change like climate change, like oh it's okay if you put more chemicals in the air.
Oh my
It's okay
gosh.
if you go into countries like literally he literally tried to make other countries like say that oh if we give you stuff you have to sign that the US get this much profit. Like the whole thing with
Yeah.
Ukraine.
And some people don't even believe climate change is real. I've been in Pennsylvania. This is my third year. I'm a junior. When even last year, like it was in October, November, like it was getting colder. It was like in its 40s, you know. Going into December, it was like really cold in like 20s, whatever. And this year, it was hot in October. I was still wearing short sleeves in October.
No,
if
like-
that doesn't say climate change is real, I don't know what will convince people.
Also, like the whole thing with like healthcare, almost 1,000 million lower income Americans, including students and young adults,
Students.
their accounts are being frozen right now
That's
and
crazy.
on hold.
Yeah.
It's not
Wow.
fair because a lot of students, especially college students like us, are struggling. So for you to cut this type of funding is just ridiculous.
Yeah. We
It's-
actually have a statistic here. Medicaid alone provides
Yeah.
health care for over 80 million
Yup.
low-income Americans, including students and young adults. Students, that's us.
Yeah.
That's us.
But as well as
That's
like
crazy.
people who work in the field and stuff.
Like,
Like-
that shouldn't be a political, I don't know why, again,
Yeah.
healthcare is, like, it's not an American right. Like, it's really not. It's really
Like
not.
in other
Just
countries,
buy it.
no, in other countries you get healthcare for free.
Canada, right? Canada.
No, and also in Europe and stuff too.
Yeah, Europe.
Somehow we're the only country that's like, healthcare, you're gonna need to pay.
Yeah. This is a little off topic, but I don't know if you've seen the TikToks recently about other countries, like, what is it? Like, other countries warning us?
Yes.
Like, America. I haven't personally seen, like, any, but I've definitely seen, I've seen one girl saying, does anyone else see
Yeah.
other countries trying to warn us on their For You page? And then I was reading the comments, and I was like, what? Like, I'm not seeing any of this.
And the whole thing about, well, we are not gonna work with other countries to make stuff anymore.
Yeah, he wants to pull us out of everything, too.
It's like, okay, you barely want people to have jobs, and now you're cutting production of stuff.
But that's what he, remember? Like,
Yeah.
more people will have jobs and things will be cheaper. The first week within him being in office, he said, I don't know if I can make that happen. Oh. But
Yeah. And then as
I
well.
really pray for America for the next, 4 years.
Yes.
I really do.
And I feel like
Pray for all of us.
This is a topic we need to talk about because us being young college students, and also like a lot of people are about to graduate college soon. We know people. It's like something we need to talk about because
Mm-hmm.
it's like, yes, it's a problem with the president and with the government, but it's also with mayors and like laws. Like if we don't go vote for mayors or senate, it makes
Yeah.
things worse as well.
Even your guys' Governor Shapiro, he actually came up on my For You page. He was like, I will not let them ban abortion from the state of Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
Like, that's amazing. Like, and again, like piggyback off what you said about young people having voices, it is so important for us to speak out. Even this podcast, like
Yeah.
I know, I mean, who knows, like, you probably won't even watch to this far, but if you do, you know it. Thank you.
No,
but,
thank you.
It is so important to, you know, be vocal about this because I feel like politics were never, they've always been serious, of course. Like the President of the United States, like picking that, it's so serious. But they have never been as hectic as they are since like Trump has became like
Yes.
so big, and even in 2016 when he, or 2016 or
Yeah.
2016 when he
2016.
became president first.
Yeah.
It's been like downhill from there, I feel like.
And I will say, I know it's a scary time for a lot of us, a lot of college students, but before we go off, this is what I want to say. We just have to give each other support. If you see if you see someone in the hallway struggling, or you see, try to talk to them. Even if you don't know them that well, like everyone is struggling right now. People could be struggling financially,
Yeah.
with healthcare, anything, like even staff. Like we don't want to say it, but a lot of people are struggling right now. And the best thing to do is just be there for people.
Yeah, people are scared, especially immigrants
Yeah.
with ICE. It's a scary thing. I mean, I'm Mexican and Spaniard, so my family is Mexican and Spaniard also. So it's, I mean, we're all documented legally, but it is just definitely a scary thing. Like my people, I see people getting separated from their families. Not that I've seen it, but
Yeah.
I've like on the internet, like I've seen things, and it's so sad that
It heartbreaks me because,
Take
like, you
someone away
know,
from
mi
your
gente, like,
family.
I'm Peruvian, Puerto Rican. It really hurts seeing, like, you know, our people, like,
yeah,
being
no,
hurted.
it's so sad.
It is.
The Puerto Rican
Yeah.
white, what is it? What did he say? What did that comedian say?
Like, the island
Island of trash.
yes.
Like, are we serious? Why are we disrespecting other people
And
like that? in
that's
different countries?
why, before, like, this is why we're going to end it off by saying, once again, please go vote for senates. Please go vote for mayor, as well as be there for one another. And we will see
Yeah.
you guys next time.
Yeah, do your research also. Thank you.
Thank you.